Unfortunately, if you get bit by a Chihuahua, it's not going to cause the same kind of damage as a bigger dog. Any of the breeds like that. Let's say a Rottweiler or something with a larger mouth is going to cause more damage than a smaller dog. But we have technically we have had more bite cases with smaller dogs. Little Boston Terriers and Beagles and Cocker Spaniels and a smaller bird, they're still going to bite, but the pit mix or whatever they're calling a pit bull is getting more FaceTime, newspaper time, that kind of thing, because the bite is usually worse than it would be on another animal. But all of them aren't great, but people say my dog's wonderful, my dog would never hurt anybody. Your dog might never hurt anybody that your dog knows, but every dog has a propensity to bite in any given circumstance. They'll, if they're hurt, if they're, they think that you're going to harm somebody that, they care about, they all can bite. Minors dealing with dogs that were this big and children were around and there was no adult supervision whatsoever to protect what might have or might not have happened, and I don't know that we even know yet what really happened out there.
You're saying?
We were in the driveway, kind of.
In the driveway, but you had never left the property.
No.
Okay, and then the other question I have is, you were holding. You said you were holding Doc, and
yes.
The other older girl was holding Bella.
Yes.
And that the little girl, you're saying at this time before you even left the property, the little girl tripped and fell. Is that what you're saying? By the
palm tree, like she fell, and then that's when it happened.
And then did that upset the dogs, and they went over towards her and started biting her?
I'm pretty sure yes.
Okay. Before the dogs started biting her, was the little girl crying or upset?
Yes,
because
and
she
screaming.
Fell?
She was saying no, and she was kind of like jerking like this.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying that the dogs never were play fighting and never biting each other?
They were never, no.
Okay. So once the dogs started biting the little girl, and she was down on the ground, was she on the ground when they were biting her?
Yes.
Or was she standing up?
She was on the ground.
She was on the ground lying down, and the dogs were both biting her at the same
yes.
time. Were you and the other older girl trying to stop the dogs from biting her?
Yes.
Did either you or the older girl get bitten while you were trying to stop them from?
Got scratched and she got a bump on her.
Let's not use the names, okay? So you said that the other girl...
Did she get bit or scratched?
She got scratched.
She got scratched? Did you get bitten or scratched?
No.
Okay. And then it's our understanding that a neighbor heard the crying and the
yes.
screaming, and she came and she pulled the little girl away from the two dogs.
Yes.
Were they both still biting the dogs when the neighbor pulled her away? Were both dogs still biting the little girl when the neighbor pulled her away?
They were kind of...
Because the neighbor has said that when she got there that the dogs were still both biting her.
Yeah.
So,
see, what I was told that Doc was already in the house, that she got Doc in the house.
Yeah, when the neighborhood girl, the neighbor
lady?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She took the little girl, and then Bella got off the chain, she started chasing, and then I had enough power to hold down Doc and bring him in the house.
But that was after the lady got the little girl away
yes.
from the dogs. So the dogs were still biting her when the neighborhood lady came and got the little girl away from them.
Not necessarily.
Because she had said that the dogs were basically both pulling her, like trying to pull her apart. Do you say that's not what happened?
Well, when I was there, I did not see that happen.
How about how much time did you think went when all this happened? Like how much time went by? Was it just a few seconds? Was it a few minutes? Was it several minutes?
Probably like 5 minutes.
5 minutes from when they first started biting her to when
yes.
the little girl was taken away? Okay, and you said that you brought the male dog Doc into the house.
Yes.
But that Bella, the other dog, got away and was running after the lady who had because she was bitten as well. She had
yes.
the dog bite, and that was Bella that bit her?
Yes.
Okay, so the only people you're saying that were actually bitten by the dogs were the little girl and the woman who pulled her away?
Yes.
You were not bitten, and the
no.
older girl was scratched but not bitten?
No.
Is that what you're saying, basically?
Yes.
Okay, and then once you got Doc into the house, is that when Joseph came outside and
yes.
heard what was going on? Okay, and by that time, Bella was loose and people were able to get her, or did?
Well, he went after Bella and was able to get her too.
Okay. But by this time, the little girl had been taken.
Yes.
And the authorities came. The police came.
Yes.
Okay. And when the police came, did they talk to you at all? Did they ask you any questions?
They asked me like if we were okay and stuff, but like basically not what happened though.
No, they didn't ask you what happened, but they asked you if you were okay. Huh?
Yes.
Okay, you were okay. You had not been bitten at all.
No.
Okay.
And then I've had these anti-Pitbulls on Facebook telling me that we should be put to death along with our dogs, and that I mean it's just
When
the
you say
harassment starting to come.
anti-Pitbulls, are they people that?